Good afternoon. Today is Sunday, April 5th, 2020. My name is Ricardo Sandoval, and this video is for week 4 of Biology 240. In this week's video, I'm going to be talking about some of the organs of the lymphatic system, and then towards the end of the video, I'll be talking about how lymph fluid, or the lymphatic system and vessels themselves, circulate the lymph fluid throughout the body. So the first organ I'm going to talk about is the thymus, and the thymus is located right about here. And the purpose of the thymus is T cells, part of the white cells in the immune system, mature here. The next organ is the spleen. Now the spleen is located on the side of the stomach, so right about where my hand is here, and the spleen itself filters in the lymphatic system. Tonsils are up next, and tonsils are in your mouth. I don't have them anymore because as a child I had them taken out because I would get sick a lot and they would swell. In children, they're used to build up immunity because a lot of course, pathogens do enter through the mouth. The next organ is the appendix, and the appendix is located at the end of your large intestine. So right about here. There are several people, of course, in this world who have had the appendix taken out because of inflammation. The next organ, or portions, I should say, are the Peyer's patches. And Peyer's patches are located in the mucosa of the small intestine. So, can't show you that, of course, but small intestines in the abdomen, mucosa lines the small intestine. And of course, mucosa does form part of the part of the immune system by helping to trap pathogens. Next up is a cervical lymph node. So cervical lymph nodes are located all along here. And cervical lymph nodes are bean-shaped. They can sometimes swell, they can sometimes be blocked if there's cancer or other issues that are prohibiting the flow of lymphatic fluid. And then lastly, the last portion here I'm going to talk about is the axillary lymph node, which is in the axilla, and that's located here. So now, of course, I'm going to talk about how the lymphatic system itself works. So the lymphatic system drains bodily fluids, extra fluid, and it returns them to the bloodstream. It drains this excess fluid and empties it back into the bloodstream via a series of vessels, trunks, and ducts. So you'll hear the term lymph a lot, and lymph is used to describe what's known as interstitial fluid, which is the fluid that's outside of the cell, outside of blood vessels. And interstitial fluid becomes lymph fluid once it has entered the lymphatic system. So lymphatic vessels, they begin as open-ended capillaries, so things can go either way, and they feed into larger lymphatic vessels and eventually empty into the bloodstream by a series of ducts. Along the way, the lymph or lymphatic fluid travels through the lymph nodes that are found near the groin, armpits, neck, chest, abdomen. We have about 500 to 600 lymph nodes throughout our body. So lymph flows from the lymphatic capillaries through lymphatic vessels, and then is dumped into our circulatory system and becomes systemic via lymphatic ducts that are located at the junction of the jugular and subclavian veins in the neck area. Now on the right side of the body, so this side of the body, the right side of the head, the thorax, the right upper limb, these drain lymph fluid into the right subclavian vein, so right about here, via the right lymphatic duct. And then on the left side of the body, so this part of my body, the remaining portions of the lymph drain into the larger thoracic duct, so right around here, which drains into our left subclavian vein. So lastly, the overall drainage system of the body, it's asymmetrical, so uneven, as the right lymphatic duct on this side receives lymph only from the upper right side of the body, and the lymph from the rest of the body enters the bloodstream throughout the thoracic duct on the left side via all the remaining lymphatic trunks. Thank you.